One problem, I think, for those of us who dream of being writers, that we fail to honor our passion for writing. We fail to honor that desire and give it the time, the space, and the protection that it really needs. So I always ask my students to talk about, where do you write? Do you have a dedicated place where you can have some privacy, where you can feel like you're alone, where you're surrounded perhaps by things that make you feel peaceful and happy? Do you have a dedicated writing time? And it's very often very common for people to start the week on Sunday afternoon and say, this week I will write 500 words a day every day, and at the end of the week I'll have 3,500 words, and if I keep doing that for 6 months I will have a manuscript. And then someone comes in and says, Mom, where are my soccer shoes? And somebody comes in and says, where's this? And a friend calls and says, would you like to take a walk? And your writing time goes out the window. So creating some dedicated writing time, believing in the fact that you have the right to dedicate that time to your writing, that's important enough not to blow it off for all the other things that are gonna come along, is really important. Having a writing space is really important. And, after a couple of weeks of talking about, do you do your homework early so you have time for revision, or do you do your homework at the last minute so they learn something about what kind of writers they are? Are they cookers? Do they plot it and then put it down? I give them this. This is the sign. And they all look at me kind of funny when I hand out the sign. But the fact is that sign, I tell them they need to decide whether it goes on the outside of the door to their writing space to keep people away, or whether it goes on the inside of their writing space door to keep them in the chair, to not have them, get up and futz around and go, make sure that the cat needs to be let in or out, but just stay there in the chair. Because the advice we all give each other all the time is, put your seat in the seat and keep it there, because the writing will not get done if what you do is wait for the moment when that fluttery little muse comes down and lands on your shoulder and whispers brilliant words. You need to be there so that, they're there to greet the muse when it comes. And you need to be there on the days when what you write is gravel, as well as the days when the writing flows. We are professionals. Doctors don't, go in and do surgery only when the muse arrives. And, treat it like that. Believe in it. Believe in your right to do it. And that is one way that you will actually get to realize that dream that we all have.